Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is a midweek special. We're going to be focusing on doing some maintenance to your 270-degree Foxwing awning from Oztent. This one I've got on is well overdue some maintenance. As you can see, the bag is quite worse for wear, and we had a bit of a gust of wind and I snapped two of the hinges. So I had to get some hinges on order. We're going to replace those. I think I'm going to replace all the hinges, give it a good old clean, just give it a good old once over of everything. Great guys from Oztent not only supply the replacement parts, which is an absolute bonus. You don't have to go and buy a whole new awning. So if you've got the version 1 Foxwing, you'll be pleased to know they do now have the replacement bags, the 2.0, which is usable with your first generation. And some of you guys might know the Foxwing awning 2.0, you can utilize the bag and you can put all your poles, all your pegs, all in here. You don't have to carry anything separately, which is an absolute bonus. Right, so without further ado, let's get straight into it. Right, as you can see, the zip is basically gone now. All the threading is basically disintegrated. It's got a tear down here. And it's just old and battered, and it's got holes. So basically, it's not protecting the awning, and it's going to be constantly wet, which is not good for the awning. Let's show you these hinges. Let's get these hinges out. If you have a look there, I've snapped the hinge, and I've got another one here in the middle, down there. It's also snapped, so we're going to replace this. This all comes out, so I'll show you guys in a second. We're going to remove the bag, and then what we're going to do is we've got some stuff, and we're going to be cleaning up all this rust, get rid of this surface rust off this aluminium. Just clean it up and just give it a good once over, and that's a good idea. Righty, as you can see, that hinge is broken. This one's previously been replaced because they're all supposed to be the same. So that one's also snapped off. So what we're going to do is, you've got a locking nut this side, you've got an Allen key bolt there. It goes all the way through. We're going to release that, release all these hinges, and then what we're going to have to do, and the pain in the backside is, look where it snapped off inside there. So what we're going to have to do is press these pins out. There's retaining pins in here. Press them out, and then we're going to have to dig out this aluminium somehow. And then there's a slight bend in this pole here. We've got a bit of damage to the awning from the wind. But yeah, this is my biggest issue, is getting these buggers out. Once we've got them out, and we've got a good fighting chance of getting the hinges replaced, and then we'll look at the rest of the awning. Definitely needs a good clean and a wash, and then at least it'll be nice and dry in the new bag. So yeah, let's get straight into this. Right, I'm not going to lie to you, that was tricky. I'm glad Oztent have changed these old aluminium ones, because this, wow, what a pain in the backside to get these out. At least this is a spare, I guess, but I don't think I want to be putting aluminium. It was an absolute nightmare getting these pins out, so thankfully they've changed to these plastic ones. I think these are MDPE, so very tough and hard plastic, and their retaining screws are much better than those retaining pins, because I accidentally snapped off a drill bit while trying to get it out, and that's what I've been spent so much time, is trying to get that drill bit out of there. Eventually got it out, so now we can finally put the new hinges in. Whew. Moral of the story is, do not let these hinges break. Right, let's get this finished with. Finally on. Looks so much better, doesn't it? Sure does. Now this new bag, this is the 2.0, has space for the poles and the pegs, like I mentioned before in the video. So let's take a closer look at where everything goes and how everything works. Personally, it looks so much better. Nice fresh new look, especially compared to the old version. So yeah, if this is what you guys are looking at doing, then I totally recommend doing this, because it's so useful having all the poles and the pegs here and not in the back of your truck, where it kind of gets in the way and it's anything. So yeah, let's check it out. Right, let's open her up. Open it from the back and do all the Velcro strips. Basically what that does is it protects the zip, keeps that locked in so you haven't got the zip hanging around, it doesn't open. Way more spacious than before. Now what you can see on the 2.0, they've added this section here where you can put your poles and an area where you can put your pegs, which is great. So pull my pegs out. Take all my poles out. So I'm going to put her up. So much better. There's loads more room in this bag now, so it closes a lot easier. And what you do now is, once you've got all the gear out your bag, you can either take the whole thing off with these clips, or you can just undo the bottom ones. You can get rid of that at the back. Okay, once your bag's out of the way, now you have as usual, you can just open up your awning. I'm going to do that now. Another little tip for you guys, if you haven't already done so, your guy ropes, if you just leave them attached to the actual awning itself, roll them up and then just chuck them in these folds, and it just keeps them neatly tucked away, and you don't have to go and add them at a later stage. They're always on there and you can use them whenever you need to. So that's perfectly, and it doesn't hinder you folding up your awning when you fold it up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up the awning because it needs to dry a little bit. I'm going to do that. Let's do that. So there we go guys, all done, all repaired. Pretty stoked how it's turned out. Especially with all the stuff being able to be put up there and out of the back of the canopy. If this has helped you out, smash that like button. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing, and I'll bring some more of this good juicy content for you guys. If you have any other suggestions, let us know in the comments below. What have you done, and what sort of awnings are you guys using? So let me know down below. That'll be awesome, and definitely see you guys in the next one.